A very good morning to all of you children. In today's session, let's revise on the topic gender. That is worksheet 12 and 13. So I wanted all of you to please do take worksheet 12 and 13. So as we know, gender, there are 4 genders. So how many genders are there? There are 4 genders. The first one is a masculine gender, which denotes male. Okay? The first one is a masculine gender, which denotes male. The second one is a feminine gender, which denotes female. So for every masculine gender, there is a feminine gender too. For all living things, okay? For all living things, whether it's human beings or animals or birds, there are masculine gender as well as feminine gender. So we need to know the masculine as well as the feminine gender. There are few words are given in our workbook. So those words we should be thorough with. Okay, that's all about the masculine and the feminine gender. Then is the common gender. Common gender is, it can be common gender on nouns that can be either male or female. Either male or female. That is driver. We are not mentioning whether it's male or female. For driver is a common gender. Nurse is a common gender. Teacher is a common gender. Student. Okay, student is a common gender. Okay, principal is a common gender. So all these words are called as a common gender. So it can be either male or female. Then we'll move on to the neuter gender as a 4th gender. It is all about, neuter gender means non-living things or inanimate things like your book, table, chair, pen, pencils, non-living things. Okay, inanimate things are called as neuter gender. So nouns are categorized into 4 genders. The first one is a masculine, the second one is a feminine gender, the third one is a common gender, and the 4th one is a neuter gender. So in today's class, let's learn about the masculine. Let's revise on the masculine as well as the feminine gender. Okay, the similar words which is given in our book, the same words. So let's move on to our children. All of you, please do get ready with your English grammar book and workbook. Please keep it on the table. Be ready with your rough book. Are all of you ready? Okay, take your pencils in your hand, all of you. Let's start. Okay, gender. So let's move on to, so for every masculine gender, there is a feminine gender too. So you write there, masculine. So we will write it once in our rough book. Masculine, feminine, feminine. Okay, so masculine gender and the feminine gender. So man, what is the feminine gender for man? It is man. What is the feminine gender for man?
Woman.
Woman. Woman is the spelling W-O-M-E.
W-O-M-A.
Write only once. That means we don't have enough time to write it many a times that you could revise it by yourself. This is a quick revision. Prince.
Princess.
Yes, very good. Prince, it is princess. Pronounce the word, spell the word, pronounce it properly. Prince, it is princess. So what's the spelling of the word? Princess. C-E-S-S, princess. So if you spell out the word, the spelling, you don't make spelling errors. Is that clear to all of you? Now let's move on to the third word. Lion. Lion.
Yes.
Lion.
Yes.
So it is lioness. L-I-O-N, lion.
L-O-N-E-S-S. Lioness.
Lioness. The 4th word is tiger.
Tigress.
Tigress. Tigress. It is tigress. G-R-E-S-S. So has the spelling of the word, pronounce the word properly. This is princess, lioness, tigress. It is R is there. So please pronounce that word, letter too. It is tigress. Okay. So as you pronounce the word properly, you will not make spelling errors. Please keep that in mind.
Finish, ma'am.
Yes. So let's move on to the next word. Okay. So we are finished with tiger, tigress. Now let's move on to the next word, that is God. G-O-D, God. So God, what's the feminine gender for God? It is goddess. G-O-D-D-E-S-S. Goddess. Okay, goddess. D-D-E-S-S. Right, only once. Host. Host. What's the feminine gender for host? What's the feminine gender for host?
Hostess.
Hostess. Hostess. So
Hostess.
pronounce the word host. H-O-S-T. Hostess. T-E-S-S. Hostess. Hostess. So that is the way you pronounce the word. Hostess. Okay.
Hostess.
Emperor. Emperor. E-M-P-E-R-O-R. Emperor. Feminine gender for emperor. It is
Empress.
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 Empress, very good. Empress, P-R-E-S-S. So according to the spelling, pronounce the word similarly. Empress, hostess, goddess, tigress. Here, G-R-E-S-S. Similarly, here also E-M-P-R-E-S-S. Empress, tigress. Okay, don't leave out that R.
Empress.
Okay, now monk. What's the feminine gender for monk?
None.
Monk, it is none. Monk, none. Poet.
Poetess.
Poetess. P-O-E-T-E-S-S. Poet. Poetess. Author. A-H. Author. So it is T-H-R-E-S-S. Authoress. Write it. Tigress. Write it only once. I don't want you to write it many a time, but when you write it once, please do pronounce it properly and then you write it. Hostess, T-E-S-S. Empress, P-R-E-S-S. Poetess. Here it is authoress, A-U-T-H-R-E-S-S, authoress. So while you then we'll move on to the next set of words, that is we have to write the masculine gender of those words. Some of the words are repeated. Those words which are not repeated, those words we'll be doing it now. Okay. Please do write it once quickly. Don't make spelling errors. Pronounce that word, pronounce the words and you learn. So only once is enough. As you pronounce the word properly, you don't make any spelling errors. Okay, now let's move on to the next set of words. Tiger, tigress, prince, princess, we know. Empress, emperor, we know. Now, the masculine gender of uncle. Sorry. Uncle. What is the feminine gender for uncle? What's the feminine gender for uncle? Whichever way it's given, children, you should be able to answer it. What is the feminine gender for uncle? It is aunt. A-U-N-T, aunt. So as you write, you learn. A-U-N-T, it is aunt. A-U-N-T, it is aunt. Okay, for bride, that is for, it will be asked like masculine gender is bridegroom, or we can write either only groom. That is a masculine gender. What is the feminine gender for bridegroom? It is bride. It is already given there. Okay, so what is the feminine gender for bridegroom? It is bride. Either we can say groom, bride, or we can write it bridegroom, bride. Is that clear? Okay, so uncle, aunt, bridegroom, bride, nephew, it is niece. Masculine gender, it is nephew. Masculine gender is nephew, and the feminine gender, it is niece. Niece, love the spelling, N-I-E-C-E, niece. Okay, then niece, grandson, granddaughter, that is okay. So bull, what's the feminine gender for bull? It is cow, and for fox, it is vixen. For fox, it is vixen. Fox is the masculine gender, and the feminine gender is vixen. So these are the words, only these many words you have for the masculine and the feminine gender. Please make sure that you learn it well by heart it, as well as you have to know the spelling of each word properly. And for every masculine gender, you should know the feminine gender. And if the feminine gender is given and the masculine gender is asked, or vice versa, you should be able to answer the questions. There's no hard and fast rule. According to the book only, it should be asked. Either way, whichever the way the question is asked, the masculine gender, you will be asked the feminine gender, or you'll be asked the masculine gender. So you should be knowing both the ways. That is vice versa. If it is bride, you should be able to answer it. It is bridegroom, or you can either write it groom. Niece, it is nephew. Cow, bull. Vixen, it is fox, or the vice versa. So you should be knowing the masculine as well as the feminine gender thoroughly. Now, this is, you'll be asking as MCQ, then you will also have a written test. Okay, so under the written test, the questions such as you have to rewrite the following sentences into by changing the underlined nouns from masculine into feminine gender. So it's only will be asked in written test. So how will you answer that question? I'll do it for you. I'll show you how it will be done. Okay, so here the question is, my brother knows your husband. My brother knows your husband. So you have to change the masculine. All these are in masculine gender. You have to change that into feminine gender. So these are the words underlined. So how will you? My brother. So what you'll write there, children? What you will write there instead of your brother? You will write my sister. Okay. My sister knows. My sister
Knows the wife.
your wife. So this is the way the question will be asked for the written exam. All these questions will be written for the written exam, and these are for the MCQ. Okay. So I just have told you when I took a. Have you all revised? Have you written it once?
No, ma'am.
And there is a question, children. The dog killed the cock. Fix the question. So for the dog, I've given there the she dog. Okay, killed the hen. Write it that way. The next question will not be asked. It's not because that. So it's better that you write there she dog. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So have
Finish.
all of you finished it?
Yes.
Yes. Now let's move on to a test paper.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first of all, you can mute.
Yes, I'm going to mute it. Have all of you finished your test paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we? Yes. Have all of you finished it, children? Have you all finished writing? All of you check your chat box, children. Please do check your chat box. The link has been pasted there. Please do check it. Yes? Did you receive it? Yes, okay. You want me to send it again? Do you want me to send it again? No. Okay then. Start writing. It's only a question. 6 questions are there, children. So it's a revision test class. The date is mentioned there. So even when you get a question paper, please do make sure that is your class and date is given there. Write your name there, click onto the class and click onto the division. And here comes the question for you. Change into masculine gender. So tigress. So click onto the right option. Different options will be given. So the first question is over. Now let's move on to the second question. It is knees. What is the masculine gender of knees? What is the masculine gender for cow? Cow. Masculine gender for aunt. And the next question is, next set of question is change into feminine gender. Change into feminine gender. Son. 3 different options are given there for you. Read the options well and click on to the right option. Monk. I hope you have finished. If you have finished, click on to the submit button, children. The question paper is quite easy, children. If you have got wrong, please do learn it up where you went wrong and learn it up well. Let me ask you, did everyone get the link? Yes. No. Did everyone get the link? Yes? Okay. Have you all finished? The question paper is quite easy, children. Only 6 questions are asked. When you revise it, only very few words are there. Hardly there are 10 to 15 words. So learn that up well. The masculine gender and both the feminine gender, you have to learn it very well. And in the sentences, the same sentences will be asked. Other than that, we are not going to ask you anything. or else there will be a light change in the sentence. That's all. But the words and all will be the same words like queen, bride, sister, aunt. Sometimes there will be a change in the sentence. So please go through your workbook very well, follow your workbook. And also follow the notes. Is there anyone still? No. All are finished? Yes, children. So revise your topic very well. Write and study all the words well. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Okay, ma'am.
gender is very, very easy. Only thing
Yes.
you have to do is learn it by heart, and also write and study. As you write and study, see that you pronounce the word properly. That is much important. Nephew. So you pronounce the word and you write it properly. Emperor, tiger, tigress, princess, empress. Okay. So vixen. So while you pronounce the word and write the correct spelling too. Okay. So let's wind up today's session. Nothing more. You all have completed your notes. Everything is completed. Okay. So let's wind up today's session. All have completed, no? All have sent the responses. Okay, children. Thank you all. Bye-bye. See you.
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye. Have a nice